Hello everybody, it's Fair Hero Chris Nest here, with another reaction video. Now this one is, of course, Death Battle. I changed up the little background here. I'm probably going to add more to it, so there's that. But we're going to get right into the video. Y'all know the drill. The link is in the description below. Click it, go watch the original, come watch it with me. That's how this goes. But this one is between two characters I don't really know all too well because I haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie, and I think I know who Static is, but that's like from like way back in my childhood, so I don't remember very much.
Across the multiverse.
Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Huh.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man.
The animation style is different.
And Static, the electric genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Boomstick's smile. It's really,
At first glance,
creepy.
The world of Earth 1610 isn't so different from our own. But look closer and you'll find Coca Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost 30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps the greatest difference in this so-called Ultimate Universe was that Peter Parker, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to worry about except his overbearing mom and dad. Hey kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway, during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron
Don't worry, I will
accidentally
watch the
scooped up a
movie. I
spider.
just haven't
The
gotten
next
around to
time
actually
Miles
doing
visited,
it.
The spider got loose and, you know what happens.
Miles, let's go.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula, yet another
That was
attempt
so
to recreate
uneventful.
Captain America's infamous super soldier serum. It had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a freaking spider?
Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Maybe next time put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs, that's like 4 times more walking power.
Sure. Either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the Spider
Okay.
Sense.
After meeting
So
Peter
basically your
Parker,
normal
Miles took
Spider-Man
the
shit.
classic web
Makes
shooter,
sense.
Complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool that
Okay.
would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
Boomstick, he was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he
Different
can stick
universe,
to
different
walls.
drinking
You
laws.
know,
I don't think that's how that
spiders
works.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Really?
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait,
Huh.
what's that got to do with shocking people?
This Venom Sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's Electro, a being literally made of electricity. But Miles didn't just shock him, he disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar to a miswiring sending too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Anyway,
That-
as the new Spider-Man,
that was a
Miles
very
obviously had
distasteful
to live
joke.
up. After his Uncle Aaron died in
Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben.
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could.
Oh yeah, what's up, Danger?
I like the
He
outfit
blasted
better
apart
than
a
the original
building-sized
Spider-Man,
block
so I'll give
and
him credit for
survived
that.
being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen.
Okay.
He's super tough, too.
So he seems to be a bit more impressive than
Collider
Spider-Man in the
Measuring the
intellect
size of this
category,
hole
I
using
believe.
real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, use his spider sense to dodge beams of light, and rip
That's
apart
true.
Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the Super Collider feat checks out.
Unfortunately, Miles' electric
Yeah.
powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash the mouth. Wash the hands.
Okay.
Despite
No, I'm gonna
growing
be
up
I'm
in
gonna
the
be
most
real here. I'm a
crime-filled
little
neighborhood
disappointed
of
that the
Dakota
episode
City,
is a little
Virgil
shorter.
Hawkins was a pretty chill guy.
He spent
But
his
then
time
again,
playing
from what I'm
D&D,
seeing, there's not really
reading
much to
comics,
cover,
you
so.
know, typical nerd stuff. But he had one major problem: the classic sitcom bully. No teenage story
Cliche,
is complete without it.
but
During school, he was
effective.
frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good: join his own gang and pack some heat. Things got, well, pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of
Your
it.
solution
It
to
was
everything
time to
back in
bail
those
like
times.
DC
Have a
Comics on the
gun.
cinematic universe.
But
Doesn't
the damage was
work.
already done. The police arrived and let loose a massive canister of what seemed to be tear gas, but wasn't.
Yeah, this grape-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later, but it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hate it when that happens.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the quantum juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic powers. Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own and became the superhero Static.
Hell yeah! With these new powers, the guy was unstoppable. He
I
could
do remember
blow shit
watching
up
this
with
as a kid.
electric
I just don't
bolts
remember
quick
very
as
much about
lightning,
it.
Make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface. He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even move metal around like a hip young Magneto.
And slip metal
Cool.
under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer, a giant frisbee that doubles as a shield and buzzsaw. Think about it. Don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard, but after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Iconic
Nice.
Rocket. Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC Universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC. Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending
That's
Static
just
into the main
fucking
DC
confusing
timeline.
as hell.
It's really not too complicated.
Uh-huh.
I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate timelines, but unfortunately it still needs...
Button! Well now, old chap, what were we discussing but a moment ago?
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who got wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as
What
hops.
the
Let's
fuck?
begin, my fellow Ultra Cupidarian.
I regret everything.
Go on, do it again!
No!
He's like, I regret everything. He's like,
Well,
I want to do it
man in the
again.
universe, Static was always one-upping himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to
Oh,
make
that was
people
fucking
glow.
great.
Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
He can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking. Look at this. Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can
Yeah.
survive building-sized kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept
Okay.
lasers confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing
fuck?
force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn.
This will be the
Okay, sure,
one and
that's
only
not
time
canon
to
in
ever
the
hear a
comics,
school
but his
locker
electromagnetism could play
have
tug-of-war
anything to
with
do with something
Superboy's
impressive.
telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though, despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes
Makes
who
sense.
really got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
I kind of want Static to win.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry for Blue Apron.
And we're back. Seeing as I'm not going to play the ad because music is a bitch. Sprite fight. I'm hoping Static wins. I've just never been a fan of the Spider-Man characters.
You attack me! Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Really? Old school comics. I like the sprites though. Hey.
Me? Getting zapped? What's up with that? I call that the soda touch. And I call this my taser punch.
Come on, Static. I don't know what this music is, but I like it. I can tell it's old school. Oh, okay, I get it. The words are like the spider sense thing, right?
Wait, what? Keep ticking, keep ticking. Stop sticking, stop sticking.
Stop sticking. Yeah, I think Static's gonna win this. I'm pretty sure.
Come on out, Spider Boy. Huh? No more flying pizza trays. Shoot, that was my ride.
Shoot, that was my ride. Or
Okay, you've got surprises, but so do I.
I was like that. What the fuck? Oh, that's probably not smart.
Not cool. You stupid. All I gotta do is... What? Plasma coil. If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing. Aw, man.
Damn.
That was tough.
Looks like we're
Hey, I
coming out
called it
this year
right
with
for
a
season
bang.
7.
Poor Miles, though.
Honestly, I'm surprised how this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He was definitely physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Overall,
Okay, let's hear
Static's
it.
feats were way above Spidey's.
Oh, yeah.
He scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree.
True.
And his speed was so similar to what the Spider Sense could give Miles that the Super Radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles' wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles' bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time, and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but... Oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales
Yay!
put up a very good show, and yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor is Static.
Thanks for checking out the
I
premiere.
love the
This is Son of
swapping.
Death
I
Battle.
love
Go on
how
the Battle
apparently
Music for yourself.
Boomstick
Get
version of
my
Wiz
link
has a
below.
fucking
And,
Irish
hey,
accent.
The card game is back in stock. Check that out on store.
So who's next? Who's next? Sindel versus Black Canary? Called it. Makes sense. I actually don't know I don't know who's gonna win that one. I mean, maybe Canary, because I mean, Canary is a DC character, so I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of feat that's gonna put her way over anything Sindel can do. Either that or something stupid Sindel did is gonna pull it out. It's gonna be something like that. Mortal Kombat and DC tend to be really weird. But with that being said, my friends and viewers, that was Static versus Miles. Sorry I was a little quiet tonight for this episode, but there was a bit much. It is the start of the new season. It is late at night, and the rest of my family is asleep. So with that being said, I do hope you all enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button if you did, and comment what you would like to see next. With that being said, I want each and every one of you to stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.